WrestleMania 3. Do you think for 1 second, on my way out, Hot Rock will be humiliated by someone who wears a dress look like someone shot the curtains and days in? You're wrong! No retreat and no surrender!
No retreat and no surrender, indeed. The words out of the mouth of...
Welcome back to Hot Water Wrestling. And this is the office version. Actually, new office. Moving into a new place. It's all in shambles right now. I was just taking a minute to check out a little WrestleMania 3. I threw it on while I was doing some things. But I was thinking about Jeff Hardy, and I just figured I'd get on and make a video about it because I've been thinking about it for a few days. Just how far the mighty have fallen when it comes to him. Just to think about how he was really on top of the world in 2008 and 2009. He was arguably as big a superstar as John Cena. At one time, he may have even been bigger. I mean, he was super, super over. And we kind of forget about that now. Even I know that, and I kind of forget about it. I say, how? How could this guy have been so amazing and be so dog shit today? Now, I'm not a Jeff Hardy super fan where I just love everything he does, but I'm not a Jeff Hardy hater either. I like the Hardys. How can you not like the Hardys in many respects? I mean, the guys are just absolutely amazing, both Matt and Jeff. As a tag team, they're probably best as a tag team, but as individual wrestlers too, they have a lot of heart and a lot of passion. They love what they do. They're very exciting to watch in the ring. Above all else, exciting to watch in the ring, especially Jeff Hardy, which is why he became such a phenomenon. I mean, the enigma, the charismatic superstar, Jeff Hardy. And he's made such an ass clown out of himself over the last year. And Matt Hardy, he's got this YouTube thing going on. I'm sure most of you know about it. I do watch it. I'm not really judging the guy right now. Whatever, I really don't have anything to say. I like Matt Hardy, and if he's going through a phase in his life or whatever the hell he feels like he has to do right now, then that's what he's going to do. I know a lot of people are actually put off by that. A lot of people are very put off by what he's doing. But we're here to talk about Jeff Hardy, and just how far he's actually fallen, how far his star has fallen. Now, apparently he's got some major drug issues, and apparently he hasn't really cleaned them up too well. It was reported the other night that, I guess it was last night, at the pay-per-view, I believe Final Resolution TNA, he was loaded when he showed up, and he was in the locker room, and the other wrestlers were really put off by it, and they went and talked to Dixie Carter. They tried to keep it quiet, and it got out that he was pretty much loaded. The rumors were untrue about him losing his title. I guess he didn't lose the title. I didn't see the pay-per-view. But I think to myself, like, this guy really has a second chance. Even though it's in TNA, he has a second chance to show the world and to show his fans that he's got his shit together and that he's going to come back to WWE. Now, I talk like being in TNA is a bad thing, and I firmly believe being in TNA is a bad thing right now. I think they're destroying workers, and they're like a giant machine with teeth, just gobbling them up and chewing them up and spitting them out. They're just killing careers. I mean, if they manage to kill Hulk Hogan's career, that'll just go to show you. Now, I understand Hulk Hogan is responsible for himself, and he's responsible for TNA being in this position. I'll always cherish the old Hogan, but it is really hard to watch what's going on in that company. But we're still here to talk about Jeff Hardy, aren't we? Anyways, to make a long story short, he's really fallen from grace, and I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now. Excuse me. Maybe some of you guys have clicked off by now. I don't know. I had something important to say about Jeff Hardy, and I guess that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to hear your thoughts on, do you think he can ever come back? Do you think Jeff Hardy can come back and we can see him in this light? I mean, do you think he should go away for a while? I mean, the guy obviously cannot stay straight. He obviously is really dependent on drugs right now. He's, taking a huge risk because his court case is still open. And he looks like a fool. You can't help it. Like I said, everyone who's in TNA looks like a fool, but Hardy just looks like a fool. He just is a shadow of his former self. And I've never seen a wrestler decay so quickly. Maybe Lex Luger. But he really just, I guess kind of like the Ultimate Warrior, if you want to talk about, really falling. I mean, he had a huge falling out with McMahon. He really had nowhere to go. WCW wasn't powerful. Wasn't powerful back then as it became, so he really didn't have anywhere to go after he had the falling out with WWF at the time. But still, wrestlers are having fewer places to go. Obviously, TNA is a train wreck, and it's only a matter of time before the wheels completely come off of the company and we lose it forever. I don't see how TNA can be saved other than someone comes in who knows what they're doing and buys the company, keeps the name, and restores. But I think it's beyond restoration. I mean, if I were to buy that company, I would most certainly rebrand it. I know it's just kind of like a wrestling rant, I wish I had more to say about Jeff Hardy other than I'm just really shocked the guy, looks to be in the shape he is. I thought that maybe after what had happened to him, he would have, after having a kid and all this, he just had a kid, I think, like 6 months ago or something. I would have thought that he would be looking to kind of go back on top, but it looks like him and his brother want to create this website and have this show. And I went to the website, the Hardy Show, and it's like $30 to be on. It's like $30 to be on their website, to be a member of their website. That's just like absolutely ridiculous. I'm kind of doing a blog TV style video today, so don't mind my looseness. But anyways, I don't know where these guys are really going with all this. The WWE, I do know, is down. They're not making as much right now, and hopefully, if TNA goes out, which will suck, but if TNA goes out and wrestling kind of has a slide, it might actually convince WWE to rethink what they're doing, and we can see some better wrestling come about. TNA though, oof, what a stinker. So I'm sure Matt Hardy's going to go to TNA, and I'm sure we're going to get all this into that. It's kind of predictable. I'm sure they'll look even worse at TNA. I guess it's fitting since Team 3D is now, I imagine, out of the picture. So they'll be replaced with the Hardy Boys. But who knows? Well, share your thoughts. Convince me to watch TNA again. Because I've about just given up on those guys. I check in from time to time when I hear about something cool, but other than that, I don't. As far as the Hardy belt that Jeff has, it doesn't really warrant his in-ring product. That is a cool-ass belt for Jeff Hardy. Really, really cool. He should be happy to have that thing. That's badass for him. I mean, it wouldn't look good on anybody else, obviously. But he doesn't deserve it. Samoa Joe deserves to be the champion in TNA among anybody else. And AJ Styles, dude, they've ruined him. They've ruined AJ Styles. The writing and the creative have just fucking ruined AJ. That's all I have to say about that. And he ruined himself by putting that ridiculous fucking tattoo on it. Anyways, I'm out of here. This video is going to be 10 minutes. If you've lasted this long, thank you very much for watching Hot Water Wrestling. And I'll see you guys next time.